In the heart of 19th century America, a young boy named James Gamble mixed soap in a small kettle. Not far away, his future brother-in-law, William Proctor, shaped candles by hand. Neither knew their names would someday light up bathroom shelves worldwide. Both immigrants, one from England, the other from Ireland, Proctor and Gamble arrived in Cincinnati chasing opportunity. They married sisters and, through a family suggestion, decided to become business partners. In 1837, with $7,192.24 in seed money, Procter & Gamble was born. The early business was modest, soap and candle production for a growing nation. But when the Civil War broke out, P&G made a strategic move, winning government contracts to supply soap and candles to the Union Army. This changed everything. As soldiers returned home, they brought with them a familiarity with P&G products. The brand had earned trust on the battlefield and now entered households. It wasn't just soap anymore, it was a name people knew. A clean start, literally. By the late 1800s, Procter & Gamble wasn't just selling soap, it was shaping habits. In 1879, they launched Ivory Soap, a product so pure, it floated. Their slogan, 99 and 44/100% pure. Consumers were hooked, and competitors were left sinking. Ivory was more than a bar of soap. It was a marketing revolution. P&G invested in research and development, combining science with advertising. They understood that trust wasn't just built with quality. It was built with consistency and clever messaging. In the 1930s, P&G changed the airwaves. They sponsored radio dramas to promote their products, shows aimed at housewives doing chores. These became so popular, they coined a new term, the soap opera. Selling soap had never been so dramatic. As television replaced radio, P&G adapted. They produced hit daytime dramas like Guiding Light and As the World Turns. Their soaps weren't just in your bathroom, they were in your living room, tugging at your heartstrings between laundry loads. Through the decades, P&G grew rapidly. They expanded beyond soap, introducing Tide in 1946, the first heavy-duty synthetic detergent. Then came Crest, Pampers, and dozens more. Each product became a household name, and each added to the empire. Pampers was a game changer. In the 1960s, cloth diapers were the norm. But P&G's disposable diaper changed parenting forever. It wasn't just convenience, it was liberation. And exhausted parents everywhere thanked the marketing gods for a dry night's sleep. By the 1980s, P&G was a global powerhouse, reaching into homes in over 70 countries. But with great power came great bureaucracy. Innovation slowed, and the company grew bloated. The giant needed a new spark, or it risked losing its edge. In the early 2000s, business challenges mounted. Rivals like Unilever were gaining ground. Consumer tastes were shifting. P&G had to rethink everything, from product lines to leadership. The board brought in a new CEO, A.G. Lafley, a man known for bold moves. Lafley's vision was simple: focus on winning where it matters. He slashed underperforming brands, doubling down on top performers. He famously said, "The consumer is boss." It wasn't a slogan, it was a strategy, and it started to work. Under Lafley, Crest regained market share. Olay became a beauty brand juggernaut. Gillette, acquired in 2005, brought male grooming into P&G's fold. Each move was strategic, targeted, and consumer-obsessed. Procter & Gamble was back in the game. Cleaner, leaner, smarter. The Gillette acquisition was bold, $57 billion worth of bold, but it gave P&G access to a premium men's market. Shaving became an art, and Gillette's "the best a man can get" slogan became a cultural anthem. Suddenly, razors were cool, but not every deal was smooth shaving. The Gillette brand faced backlash from a controversial 2019 ad tackling toxic masculinity. Some praised it, others boycotted. Yet P&G stood by it, showing that brand values mattered more than pleasing everyone. Across the board, P&G leaned into purpose. From sustainability efforts to gender equality campaigns, the company began aligning profit with principles. It wasn't just about selling soap anymore. It was about standing for something, even if not everyone agreed. Today, P&G sells over 60 brands in more than 180 countries. From laundry rooms to beauty counters, their products touch lives daily. But behind the sleek packaging is a story of grit, reinvention, and lathering through every storm. You remember that the company began with candles and soap kettles. But that humble start, born from family ties and hard work, still burns at the core. Innovation may evolve, but the mission to serve everyday people hasn't changed. Take Pampers, for example. Over the years, it's become more than a diaper. It's a symbol of care. P&G's research into infant health and parent needs transformed a simple product into a worldwide movement for better baby care. Or Tide. It's not just detergent, it's a cultural icon. From Super Bowl ads to disaster relief efforts, P&G has positioned Tide as more than clean clothes. It's about dignity, confidence, and even community recovery after crises. In fact, P&G's innovation labs are constantly experimenting. They've developed biodegradable packaging, scent technology, and smarter cleaning formulas. It's like a science fair in there, except with way more shampoo. But behind every product are thousands of employees, chemists, marketers, factory workers, and visionaries. Each one plays a part in the story. And if you ever doubt the power of teamwork, just try launching a shampoo line in 180 languages. Of course, not every day is glamorous. Sometimes it's endless meetings about soap bubbles or the right shade of lavender. But somehow, they keep pushing. After all, someone has to make your armpits smell like wildflowers. Speaking of fresh starts, if you're enjoying this journey, why not subscribe? We promise, no soap operas, just clean stories and a fresh dose of business brilliance. P&G's supply chain is a marvel. Products ship to over 5 billion consumers. Whether it's in a supermarket in Ohio or a village in Kenya, odds are something P&G made is on the shelf. That's reach. That's impact. But reach brings responsibility. In recent years, P&G has pledged to reduce plastic, cut emissions, and lead in sustainability. They've made big promises, and they know the world is watching. Words are easy. Action takes more than a marketing slogan. Still, critics remain. From environmental groups to labor activists, P&G has faced scrutiny. No global giant escapes it. But perhaps the most powerful thing a business can do is listen. And P&G, at its best, is a company that listens. Today's CEO, John Moeller, took the helm in 2021. A finance guy with a passion for purpose, he's guiding P&G into its next chapter. His goal? Growth with responsibility, profit with principle, and keeping your clothes as bright as your future. At its core, P&G thrives because it understands people, families, struggles, joys. It doesn't just manufacture products. It speaks to the tiny daily victories of life. The freshly folded towel, the baby's first steps, the clean plate after spaghetti night. Nearly 200 years after its founding, Procter & Gamble remains one of the most successful companies in history, not because of luck, but because two immigrants believed something simple, that necessity with a little innovation could change the world. It started with a partnership, two men who shared a dream and a family. Their legacy lives on in every bottle, box, and bar, proof that from the smallest things, the biggest ideas can grow. And maybe that's the real story of Procter & Gamble, not just a business empire, but a reminder that even in a world of constant change, some values, trust, quality, care, never go out of style. So the next time you wash your hands, brush your teeth, or change a diaper, remember, there's a story behind what you touch. A story of resilience, of reinvention, of a company that cleaned up and never looked back.